Yo, 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 what's up? Welcome back to my channel, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yo, if you're new here, this is Doreen Joe. That's me. Anyways, please, before we go on, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And if you're old here, thank you so much for returning. You know I appreciate and I love you. How do they do the love thing in Korean? Right? Yeah, I think so. Anyways, today we are going to be doing another movie review. A second movie review. And it's going to be on You. Like YOU. Like you. You season 3, basically, actually. So what's going on in You? What's up? What's happening in You? So we see season 3 where there's Joe and there's Love, and they moved into a new neighborhood called Mandre Linda, which actually means something about mother. Yeah, which kind of makes sense because season 3 is all about love, like transitioning into motherhood. You get me? Yeah. Anyways, it's just so weird that Joe fell in love with Love, but then finds out that love kills. Like figuratively too, love kills. It's just so weird. So he has to Joe falls in love with Love, has to protect Love. He has to protect other women he loves away from Love so that Love won't kill them. It's just so weird. And Love is obsessed. She's literally obsessed. She wants to do everything in her power to make sure that Joe, she and Joe still remains together. So in this season, we can see how, they also shed more light on Joe's past before, like how Joe shot his mother's abusive ex-husband, which we already knew from previous season 2, I think. They showed it to us already. But we also got to understand how he didn't do the same thing he did for his mother's ex when it came to the nurse, where the facility they kept him, the nurse that was in charge there. He had intentions to do those things, similar things to the nurse's boyfriend or husband, but he couldn't do it. And then I think later on they found out that the lady died, and he was he didn't want the lady to hate him the way his mom hated him, and dropped him in the facility. Wow, amazing. We also got to see a new neighborhood. From the end of season 2, they showed us a lady in their neighborhood. Now in season 3, we got to know that lady is Natalie. And Natalie is their neighbor that is married to a tech guy. And she's always mostly by herself, and Joe has started obsessing over her, trying to wonder, who is this person? Who are you? Who are you? Whoa. A lot of interesting things. I mean, they didn't really point on each characters in season 3 very well. I think it's mostly because a lot of things was going on in season 3. The thing about Love and Joe, the funny thing about them is, I mean, two of them are the same thing. They're killers. But when people tell you that there's big sin and small sin, meanwhile there's no such thing as big sin and small sin. Joe believes in killing people that are bad, people that are evil, while Love believes in killing for Joe, anybody that comes in between she and Joe. And Joe doesn't like it. You know what's funny is, I think watching You made me realize that most times we don't want the same versions of ourselves, but we think we do most times. Because who would have thought that Love is a higher grade version than Joe? Joe rather. And Joe finds out that, oh my God, love kills. And I think that is when the love started shrinking, started reducing and everything. Let's go into Joe's stalking life and everything. We've all been there, or almost everybody has been there. When you have a crush on someone, when you like someone and you stalk the person, you go to Instagram, you go to their Facebook, you go to their Twitter, just to find out what's up about the person. Weirdly enough, most of us are guilty of it. I mean, I know I'm guilty before, not now. Because if you're watching this, no, I don't stalk. But we've all been there where we want to like find out about someone we care about, someone we have a crush on, and mistakenly you go and like a person's brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, dogs Instagram account. But watching this thing made me actually realize that wow, we actually leave a lot about ourselves on social media. It's scary, but at the same time, it's the new age too. Wow. So seeing Natalie is a different person from every other person that Joe has been with in the past. She's different from Beck and Genevieve that Joe has been with in the past, and definitely way different from Love as well. And they were having a discussion. The one thing I picked out when they were both having a discussion, that is Joe and Natalie, was Natalie, when Joe was telling Natalie about how he doesn't feel okay in his marriage, and Natalie was like, well, a child is not a handcuff. And do you remember that at the end of almost when he wanted to kill Love in season 2, it was a handcuff that was behind him he was going to use to slit her throat before Love was like, I'm pregnant. And it's funny because I don't know how Love stayed with Joe, because someone was gonna kill you until the person realized that, wait, you're pregnant, you're carrying the person's baby, and then they leave you. So the reason you were alive is because you were carrying his child. And he didn't still tell you to run, he still married him. You see, season 3, they bring us into a new town. They just got married. Linda, everybody is there. They had a bakery. Love had a bakery, which she named A Fresh Start, which kind of reminds me of A Fresh Start. I think they wanted a new start. They wanted to be good parents for Henry. They wanted to really be good parents for Henry. You could see that Joe was making an effort to like try his best to, change. But Love was always putting him into every time. And we all know that when Joe is obsessed about someone, he starts to pick things from the person and keeps, like a treasure. Like he just picks different things from the person and keeps them in a box. And to be honest, Love actually really knows Joe to a large extent. She knows what Joe is capable of, and Joe is very smart. He's very, very smart. Let's don't forget the Liberian Marionette that Joe actually now starts to fall in love with after Love had killed Natalie, and he was trying his best to like protect her. That's the Liberian, which by the way I really love her. I watched her acts on Sabrina, where she was Prudence. So when I saw she was going to, be in season 3, I was like, yes, girl. Hey, yes. Anyways, but yeah, you got to see that he was protecting her. He was trying to protect her by all means, trying to find out that, Love doesn't find out about her. Because if Love finds out about her, Love is gonna kill her, which Love was going to do towards the ending at the same time, until Love finds out that Marinette has a child. And I think Love is also trying to be better at the same time. But at the end of season 3, we also see that Love was going to paralyze Joe. I mean, she didn't really want to do it to the point of killing him. So I think she wanted to make their relationship work. So she used Joe's phone to send Marinette a message to come to their house, and Marinette opens the door and sees Love, and Love is like, oh, I sent you the message. I used Joe's phone to send you the message. And she was going to stab Marinette. There was
may God not allow them, make them kill you.
Until the child literally saved Marinette, which funny enough, Love thought a child was going to change her. It did not necessarily work, because they ended up killing people. Anyways, away from all those drama, let's talk about Shirley and Carrie. Those two are I do not have the exact words to use for those two, but they were actually sweet in a way, unbelievably sweet, which Love felt like something was not right somewhere. But they were sweet. When they locked them up in the cage, it made me wonder, you're arguing with your partner, you're trying to, come into a conclusion with your partner, and you're like, honey, baby, wow. Like, they do have a nice relationship, despite the fact that their relationship have a lot of flaws. They have a very nice relationship together, which it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. They escaped the cage when Shirley found out that, wait, these two don't trust themselves. They actually don't trust them. So they have a weakness. So that means there's a key here, which they found the key inside a vanilla box, which Shirley actually called Love and Joe a two-faced vanilla something. So the irony that really it was inside the vanilla that they found the key. Wow. Oh my god, that was there were a lot of merge and stuff. Like Natalie in the library, we could see there was a point Natalie was getting a book or was standing beside a book that they called the missing girl. And funny how she got missing. Joe is very strategic. Like Joe is smart. Let's give it to him. He's actually smart. Like he knows his way to kill people, arrange it. Love is also smart because they know how to kill and blame other people for it at the same time. Because wow, like really wow, they were actually quite smart in how they kill people and they come and whew. To be honest, both of them are going to be bad parents for Henry because of the way their impulsive nature of always killing people. Well, I think they really wanted to be the best for Henry. At the end, when Joe left, Joe decided to cut his toes, put one into the stuff that he wanted to bake and put in the oven, and then kept one as a trinket beside where Love was staying, and then burnt their wedding album and used that to start the fire, and then he escaped. Do I believe Love is actually dead? Love is kind of smart, so I don't know whether I believe that Love is actually dead. Funny enough, she was the one that was going to kill, but she was going to make Joe weak for a while, and Joe already feeling like something is up. They both know themselves, they know what they're capable of, so they actually suspect themselves a lot. And she puts the wolf's vein in the knife, which she knew that Joe was going to pick up a weapon. And Joe, knowing that there's no way this lady is not going to do anything, actually has a syringe of the same wolf's bane, but a lot of it, and then takes the adrenaline from Carrie and Shirley's love, whatever they had to do before he took it all in. Also, let's not forget that I think Joe was actually really trying to change, because he had an opportunity to kill the neighbor's kid, Theo, which I think Theo was an annoying character. Yes, he was an 18-year-old that was careless, and he was just a kid who fell in love with Love, but he was actually very careless at the same time. His eyes were not really down to notice a lot of things till the end, which I really too. But it's funny how when Joe found out that Theo was still alive, Joe didn't kill Theo. You'd have expected. That means that's to actually tell you that at a point, Joe was not in love with Love anymore. He wasn't in love with Love anymore, because the Joe we knew before would kill for the person he loves. So if he was going to clear it out, he was going to kill Theo. But Joe did not actually kill Theo, which is funny. He didn't kill Theo. Wow. So that makes the story complete, because Theo saw everything. So Theo, the burning of the house, everything was going to just make a perfect story for the neighborhood. And, we see that Joe gave his son, Henry, to, I can't remember their names, funny enough, but he gave their son to someone else because he didn't want to put them in the foster. He didn't want to put the boy in the foster home where he grew up with. Which, before I forget, the reason I feel like him and Marionette were able to connect was because they were both in the system. They were both put in the system, so they had similar childhood growing up. Well, anyways, I didn't want this video to be long, so I am going to stop it here. I tried my best to, rush everything in a way. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope. And if you think there's any other thing I missed out to say, maybe because of time, you can include it in the comment section. Please don't forget to share, like, and leave a comment at the comment section. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe. People should subscribe. You guys, you have to subscribe. Why are you watching without subscribing? Just click the button there. Subscribe to my channel, okay? Anyways, bye guys.